Alright, hello. I'm going to show you how to make flower pins out of duct tape today. The things you will need are the duct tape brand. It says it in here and on the outside of the paper. You need duct tape brand duct tape, not the scotch. It doesn't work as well. You need a pen, or you can use a straw. You can use wire. And with your pen, it doesn't matter what color you want, just whatever. And I would recommend the pens that don't have anything on them. The ones that are clean, they have the removable lid. I'm going to wrap my pen in pink. So when you start, you have to wrap the pen. You don't want the black to show. That's kind of nasty. So you want to wrap it. And what you do is you start with a long piece of tape. Like a really long piece of tape. And you take the top of your pen, right here where you write, and you put the tape just underneath this line, and you straighten it out. So you take your tape and you put it right here underneath this line. Alright, and you see, you just stick it on there like that. That's how I do it. You take your scissors, you're going to need scissors. You take your scissors and you cut where the bottom of the pin is. So you cut, and this is how you're going to start wrapping your pin. So you take it like this on the table, and I roll it so that it keeps it pretty clean. See, it keeps it clean, and you're going to have some extra right here. And what I do is I just push it down a little bit and squeeze it so that you can kind of cover up this part right here. Then, once you have wrapped your pin, you can take this and put this to the side, because now you have to make your petals to make the flower pin very pretty. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to use a different color, and I'm going to use yellow. And what you do is that you take your duct tape and you can pull a good chunk away like this, and you take your scissors and you only cut a medium piece. You don't need a big piece like down here or a little piece. It's not going to work. You need a good sized piece, about this big. Now you take it, now you have your square piece, medium size. You take one corner, take this corner right here, and you fold it in enough to where it leaves like a triangle, because you want a triangle, and you flatten it out. So when you're done, this is what you have. It looks like a half of a triangle with a box under. Then you take your other corner and you do the same. You go over, and I match it up like with the lines right here. I match it up so you can see it. And once you have like a perfect line, it looks like a big triangle with a rectangle or a box underneath it. And you can also have like a little bubble right here. And I would suggest making about 20 to 30 of these, of your petals, because you want your flower to look full. You don't want it to look very small and sloppy. Now you take your pen and you take a petal. I start with the tip right here of the petal, the point right here, and the bottom of the pen. This is the tip of the pen right here where you write, so this is obviously the bottom. Then you take the point of your petal and you start right here, right where the bottom of the pen is. And the way that I do is I push the middle of the duct tape right here. I push it onto the pin, and then I wrap it around with one side. I push one side in, and then I take the other side and I wrap it around. And then you continue that. You do the same on the other side. So I matched up my point with the straight part of the pin. I push it in the middle and I wrap it around so that you get like the base of your flower. Okay? And keep doing it until you get the flower that you want. You do as many as you want. You can do more than 20. You can do 10. You can do 15. Just kind of however many you want. I'm going to start off small. Okay, so now I got most of my flower done. You can either change colors now and add more colors to the flower, or you can stop here, or you can use the same color and go all the way up, whichever. Now that you've gotten your flower, now it's time to make the leaves. And I'm going to use a different color for the leaves. And you do the same triangle concept that you did with the yellow petals. So you do the same concept here as you do with your leaves. So I cut a medium-sized piece, and I cut another medium-sized piece. You're going to need just 2 pieces of your leaves. So you set one down. So again, I take the corner and I fold it in to make a little triangle, and I fold the other half in. And sometimes if it goes over, if you can see it goes over a little bit, that's fine. It happens. And then at the bottom right here, where you started the flower right here, where this bottom part is, you take your petal, your leaf, and you put it over it. And then again, I push in the middle, and then I wrap it so that it covers that bottom. You take your other piece, and you do it again. You fold in one corner, you fold in the other corner, and you do it again. You put it in the middle, and you wrap it. And then I pull the leaves down, pull them down, so that they look like leaves. And once you get your flower full, you look like you have a big old flower, and you have a pen. So when you write, you have a pretty pen to write with. That's how you make a flower pen. It's pretty easy and simple once you get the hang of it.
Okay. Is it hard to make the flowers?
No, if you know what you're doing, it's not really hard. It's actually pretty easy. Yeah.
How long will it take to make one flower?
To make one, it takes like about 15 minutes. 15 20 minutes.
How many can you make in an hour?
I can usually average out about like 3 or 4 in an hour. If I'm in the mood and